What's up, gamers? It's Gamin Thunder, and today we're going over another top 5. What are we going to talk about this time? Anime? Movies? Anime movies? Oh, well, something similar. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 favorite Pokemon movies. And when you're saying our, you think it's just me? No, we have someone else here to join in on the fun. It means me. The two of us are gonna be going over our top 5 favorite Pokemon movies, and you can expect that this one's gonna be an epic one, because it's got two people for the price of one. So let's go. Just like with the top 5 series, this is going to be based on our opinions, and this time, me and Charles will give our own opinions on why we like this movie so much, and this is going to be a compromise after we went through all the Pokemon movies and figured out which one's our top 5 mutual. So we're pretty much just splitting off this, and we're going to go by time to time to see which one is our favorite, and we're going to talk about it each time. So pretty much we're going to be splitting up clips of here and giving you guys both of our ideas on why it's our favorite. So let's get started. Number 5, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. This was the very first live-action Pokemon movie, and it did a major success. I even had a vlog where I went there. The story figures a young boy named Tim who searches for his long-lost father, who is actually a detective in a city where people and Pokemon can live together in peace. But trouble soon follows them as they realize that the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo was responsible for his father's disappearance, which sprites an adventure for a little boy and his partner, Detective Pikachu, voiced by Ryan Reynolds. Detective Pikachu is an adventure where it brings together an unlikely pair journeys to a world of live-action Pokemon series with thrilling adventures, some of your iconic favorite Pokemon, and all sorts of epic battles and dangerous missions. One cool thing about this movie is that it's the very first live action, but it's also been some of the craziest fights in there, which actually got a lot of people into Pokemon. And it's also been one of the fights that we've waiting for centuries, a Pikachu versus a Charizard. But they also discovered a mysterious drug that makes Pokemon go crazy. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. So, Detective Pikachu, I give it a 10 out of 10. Number 4, Kyurem and the Sword of Justice. Swords are always awesome. But this movie showed you that a sword is also mean more than just a weapon. It's also about honor. And in Pokemon the movie, Kyurem and the Sword of Justice, and that just shows the powers of a sword and the power of the one who wields it. And when a young Pokemon called Keldeo is wanting to prove that he could be a Sword of Justice with 3 other legendary Pokemon, and he battles the legendary Pokemon and the strongest Dragon type, Kyurem, in order to prove himself, utterly causing a defeat and causing him to go on a journey to rescue the Sword of Justice from their frozen prison, while also being attacked by Kyurem. There he meets Ash and his friends in the Unova region, and where they go on a crazy adventure to free the Swords of Justice, Virizion, Terrakion, and Cobalion. So this journey was not one easy for by Keldeo. The movie has sometimes epic fights in there with Cryogonal, a bunch of chase scenes, and it's going through the air on Keldeo's back, and even unlocking new powers for Keldeo himself, which unleashed amazing fights for sword wielders out there, or a swordsman like my dad. And it's unleashed a whole great battle that's really giving you a life lesson about wanting to belong somewhere and to prove yourself. So this movie, and it is a powerful movie, and it's a powerful impact on us. The movie was so successful that they made a manga about it. You know we had to pick this up. Number 3, Pokemon I Choose You. At the start of every journey, you're picking off your first starter, and this is going off into another adaptation of the first episode of Pokemon into a movie form, where it introduces some Pokemon from the Alola region, and in the movie, Pokemon I Choose You. When Ash finds out on his journey to become the Rainbow Hero after receiving a feather from Ho-Oh, the legendary Pokemon of the Sun, and he journeys off to a different mountain, meets new friends, and gets a whole new experience as he finds out into a different world. A world that is very different than we expect. This world he talks about is a world that is just negatively filled, where it just goes to a big question. What if? What if there were no Pokemon in the world? What would life be without Pokemon? Ash discovers this kind of stuff, and then eventually, he realizes that some battles you win and you lose. You can't let that die you down. As Ash continues on his journey with his friends, ends to the top of the mountain and is able to become the rainbow hero, and is able to show all sorts of great fights with his Pokemon. And also there was a Charizard in the movie, so it was a big plus. Yeah, that's right. I was in the movie. Suck it. Yeah, he was in the movie. He was also even in the manga. Yeah, Pokemon now will always make cool manga. Number 2, Pokemon the movie, The Spell of Unknown. You may know in the Johto region that there's a crazy Pokemon out there called Unknown, who has all sorts of different powers. And in this movie, those powers are magnified by the wishes of a little girl that creates all sorts of craziness and an adventure for Ash and his friends. And as the little girl actually summons the great and legendary Pokemon Entei, who kidnaps Ash's mom, it's up to Ash, Misty, and Brock to find their mom and free that little girl and battle Entei. And for this movie, it takes them to a vast different world powered by a little girl's imagination. And as they go through daring challenges and daring battles and facing off against fantasies they never realized. When they say wishes can get really intense and you might want to be careful what you wish for, you definitely want to be careful what you wish for when you're dealing with Unknown. As it's brought all sorts of different Pokemon to life, and even something so outrageous that a Charizard had to step in. Yeah, that's right. I'm in this one too. And before we get to the number 1, let's go over some top 5 honorable mentions. Charizard, let's get started. Pokemon the movie, Volcanion, and the Mechanical Marvel. Has a lot of Mega Evolutions in there, and intense fights, and pretty crazy and commentary between the two of them. So yeah, pretty good. Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. And a really fun aquatic adventure and that gets you introduced to a really cute and hilarious Pokemon. But careful with the soul swap. Pokemon the movie, Genesect and the Legend Awaken. Really good movie. Some interesting throwbacks to all sorts of different Pokemon. Could use more me though. Pokemon the movie Black, Victini and Reshiram. My favorite dragon type and a very interesting battle against good and evil against Black and White and Reshiram and Zekrom. So this is really good. And they even made that one for Zekrom's point of view too. And number 1, Pokemon the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. A Pokemon frozen in time is finally returned. When a powerful phenomenon that threatens society, and for people and Pokemon. This is where Ash and his friends come in and to help with the day. With Pikachu gone missing, and Ash and his friends journey to a mystical tree to stop this phenomenon from affecting the entire world, as Lucario does his best and finds his way the different labyrinths inside this tree, and is meet up with none other than a legendary Pokemon, Mew. But where this movie comes with all sorts of daring rescues and tragic losses and all sorts of crazy encounters and fights, and where it just makes this movie like no other movie we've ever seen before. This movie had so much heart in it, and not a lot of people don't really see how much it is, and it's so great that it actually gives you the meaning that we're not just creatures, and we're actually loved. Pokemon and trainer love each other, and they'll be able to risk all of it. So that's what makes this movie extra special. So now you see our top 5, but now let's go over the reason now why we like them so much and our opinions. GT, you mind if I say it? Go for it. Let's go. Detective Pikachu really shows that and sometimes you just gotta look for the right partner, and maybe you might open up to yourself to Pokemon. And it also shows that you don't have to battle all the time to get along with each other. When you have someone special as a partner with you, you're never truly alone. Everyone has a special somebody, and whether it's a girl, or a partner, or a pizza, everybody's got someone they care about, and you're never alone when you have that special somebody. Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice really shows about proving yourself. Proving that you can be something that you want to be after you strive through a lot of hard work and determination. And the battle between Kurama and Keldeo, that was big proof of that you want to be something bigger than what you are. It's also about trying to belong. You want to belong by the side of your people that you care about most. That takes a lot of dedication. And sure, sometimes you might make mistakes, but when Keldeo learns the difference, and he chooses to either run from it, and he learned from it. So we'll all make mistakes, but in the end, we'll know we'll fit somewhere, as long as we find our way, and get to always learn from everything. The world is a whole lot different if we think about what if with everything. And so don't second chance everything. Pokemon I Choose You really tells you that you shouldn't second think everything, and really just be happy with something. And we can't just sit alone and feel sorry for ourselves just because we lose a battle. The movie gives us an understanding of how we're able to grow up. We'll be able to process and be able to move on with everything. We'll learn from everything. Failure, succeeding, and what's the difference? You'll learn a little something about yourself and about your partner. In the Spell of Unknown, we know that we can't get everything we want, but we have a way we can get it, and it's by working hard to get it and make it reality. And so it's not that easy to just get things just like that. You gotta work hard for it. And but you just don't have to do it alone. You'll have people besides you no matter what. It's also got a pretty good message about people who care about each other. People will go through a bunch of lengths so that we feel to be together and help you whenever you need it. And in Lucario and the Mystery in Mew, but it really shows that there are people that you're close to will do anything they can to help you. And be able to protect you, even risking their lives for that kind of stuff. That's how you show a true bond, and how you know that they really cherish you through everything. This movie had a really big impact on us, and how we really care about each other, love each other, and we'll go through all sorts of different lengths just to be here for them and for them to just smile. Plus, it's also given both of us a good perspective for Lucario. So yeah, I give Lucario my respect. It's not a glamorous list, but it's our favorite list, and we wouldn't change it for the world. I mean, unless the next Pokemon movie shows up. I guess you could say that, Charizard. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. These were really good movies, and I definitely say you should try it, and especially all the Pokemon movies that involve me. So envious today. And check out any movies Charizard's in, because let's face it, Charizard's a real star. I'm a real star. Next time they make a Detective Pikachu movie, and it's gonna be more Charizard in there. There'll be Detective Charizard. I'd actually watch that. But hey guys, what are your favorite Pokemon movies? And do you think that have we missed any that you'd like? And well, I honestly say those are pretty good movies, and everyone may like them. If you don't like them, it's okay. We like them. That's what counts. Exactly. Alright, so anyway, guys, thanks for watching this top 5 video. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, join my Discord, follow my Instagram, subscribe to my friends' socials, and we'll see you guys later with more top 5s and more Pokemon and more me. Alright, this is Gamin Thunder and Charizard signing out.